देवा काय झालं हा ते सांगितलं ना ते मध्ये थोडं चालू करू तुम्ही पर्यंत काय करा कलर की मैच होगा बराबर कलर जो मारना है उसको मैच करेगा नहीं ये वाला नहीं मैच करेगा लगता मारूंगा तो एकदम मैच कर देगा तो ये वाला मैच करेगा ऑलरेडी मारूंगा क्या क्या मारेगा ऑलरेडी ड्राइवर मारेगा पहले तेरा करने हो तो मैं रुक सकता हूँ तो तेरा आगे के लिए कितने टाइम लगता है मैं तेरे ऊपर है चला हमारा हाँ अच्छा ठीक है ये टावर लगा है जैसे करूँ देख के बाहर निकल के आप कमरा में देखो
In 2000, I'm pretty sure it was 2009, I'm not sure what the time of the year was, but we were told that this building that Baba was born in, which was still here, an old stone building, and it was located not far from this tree, somewhere in this direction, as I remember, was going to be demolished. And people from Pune, a bus came from Mehrabad. We had a big budget program there. People
Which day and year? Do you remember? Which year you said? Sorry.
2009.
2009.
I think it was, yeah. And they had the plans to build this building. They had and to demolish the old building. In that old building was a room that Baba's mother gave birth to Baba.
Oh.
And pilgrims would visit it. Did you ever do that?
I was not here.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
and
I
Trust,
was there. Yeah.
Trust had a program, right? Trust had a big program here
Yes.
Who?
Trust.
Trust.
Our trust is arranged.
Trust.
The trust.
Yes.
Oh,
They arranged few
Right.
buses for people, right?
right. They brought the bus down.
Right.
Pune people from Pune came. There was a couple hundred people, I think.
Right. Yeah, I heard.
And we all was kind of paying our last goodbyes to this room. But then we tried to talk to this is a government hospital. So we talked to government officials, and we talked to the contractor for this new building, and we talked to the dean of the hospital and asked him, would it be possible for us to have this one small room in this building as a memorial to Baba. Now, they were not Baba people. And this was a big, expensive building. And they said, yeah, well, what will you do? What's it going to be like? So I said, well, we'll take as much as we can recover from the old room, the flooring, the doors, the windows, and we'll put them in this new room. And then it would become a place where people would come, and because this would be the birthplace of the avatar of the age, so it will be a worldwide place of pilgrimage. It didn't seem like much at the time, but in the future, this will become a worldwide place of pilgrimage. An interesting story. I mean, we were given, what would you say, encouragement to do it from different people involved in the building. But they all said, really speaking, the dean of the hospital has to give his final stamp of approval before you can be sure this will happen. So I made drawings. We actually, I think by that time, they had demolished the building, but at the time of demolishing it, we got permission from the contractor who was being paid to resell this stuff, the stones and the doors and the wood and all that. And he said we could have what was in that room. So Vaibhav Joshi and my gang from Mehrabad all came down in his big truck. And we hauled off the doors and windows, carefully dug up the marble that was on the floor.
Marble, windows, doors.
Windows, doors, the marble on the floor,
right.
And the plaque that Baba had Adi put on the wall. This was actually on the outside of the wall. So we have all that. Or we had all that. And we took it all back to Mehrabad. Oh, and the stones. All these huge carved stones that went around the arched window. So all that went in the truck and was taken back to Mehrabad. And time went by. They demolished the building. They started this building. It's been a slow process. I mean, that was 2009. Here it is 10 years later almost. It'll probably take several more years. But when the building started, it was constructed 15 floors. When they got up about 3 or 4 floors, and we said, well, let's come in and start work on this thing. But first we had to get the dean to agree. So we went to see the dean, and just a little interesting aside, he was late. It was myself, Pratap Bahir, Merna, and for some coincidence, Susie Badu was also in the hospital visiting somebody, so she came along with us. So there are 4 of us sitting in his office, and he was a little late, and but not very late. And he came in, he apologized. It was a big shot. He didn't have to apologize. But he said, I'm sorry I'm late, but I was held up because some madman stole an ST bus and mowed down about 50 people in the city. It made the worldwide news, actually. It was a big deal. And all those dead bodies and injured people had to come to Sasoon Hospital. So, you know, we're just shocked that he would even come and talk to us, much less apologize for being late, for having to handle some deal like that. But anyway, he said, well, now what can I do for you? Well, very important man, but very nice man.
What is his name? You forgot? It's okay. Maybe later you remember. Add it.
I said, well, can we have a room in your new hospital dedicated to Mayor Baba? And
I'm sorry, did you pay for the room, anything? You just paid for the materials to the contractor?
We said, I said, I'll do all the work on this room. I meaning Joshi and our Maribad workers.
Good.
It's not going to cost you any. And the contractor was very happy, you know. He said, and he's helped us out with cement and sand and all that stuff. But we've done the work. Oh, actually, he's done a lot of work too. Really, we did the plaster and painting. And,
when did you start the work?
Good question. I'm terrible with dates, but
It's okay.
5 years ago, maybe around 5 years ago.
Okay. And you brought again all the materials from Maribad?
Brought it all back and put it in.
Oh.
Yeah. At different stages as it gone, because in the beginning, what I wanted to do is just stay slightly ahead of the progress. I didn't want to hold them up, but I didn't want to look like we were dragging our feet, so stayed up. But to finish the story with the dean,
Yeah.
he looked at the contractors and his engineers and his people and said, what do you think? And they said, we're okay with it. And he said to us, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Couldn't
Really?
believe it.
Okay. And because we were just beggars, we had nothing, you know. And then he said, we're all set to leave. Oh, you're a busy man. Thank you. We're off before you change your mind. And he said, wait. And he waited. He did some work on his desk. And then a guy came in with 5 big bouquets of yellow roses.
Oh my God. Meherbab.
He gave it.
Meherbab. Well, we thank you, you're born here.
Okay, so we started them. As soon as they built the frame, we went in and put the doors and windows in. Then when they started finishing the flooring, we put the flooring in. And now that they're kind of cleaning up, we're back here polishing the floor and painting everything. And that's the state it's in now. Now, it's still not open to the public. Although people like ourselves, you managed to find your way in.
Yeah.
It's still a construction site.
Yeah, didn't finish?
But the Pune Center came on Baba's birthday this year with, 100 and so people? Yeah, and they performed on Baba's birthday. They had a program here at the room.
They should get permission from hospital? Should they get permission from hospital or?
From the construction site.
Right,
It's mainly,
And then,
the guy running it now is a contractor. I mean, he has, the hospital really isn't doing,
Oh, okay,
they're obviously not doing any hospital work
right.
here. and won't for a number of years probably. But the contract has been real good, and really, he supports the whole thing, and he's
He
helping
does.
us out.
Oh,
And so,
did you have any problem? All this process you started from beginning. Was there anything that stops the work, or you feel that, oh, how should we solve this problem, or everything went smoothly?
so far, yes.
Really? It seems because you're not saying anything. And people who heard about it in hospital, they wanted to help you, they wanted to do something
The
with
contractor,
Baba.
yeah, and the engineers, the designers and engineers, because it's a government project, and they've got an office over here, so we spend many times coming to Pune and talking to them, and just, and just the fact that the room itself, it's on a upper floor, but it's pretty much located where the original room was, and that's just a Baba thing, because obviously they weren't concerned when they designed this building, that kind of thing. But it's pretty close. It's just one floor up. But in terms of global positioning, it's pretty darn close.
It is.
And,
yeah.
And the public can get to it. There's an elevator that opens up just across the hall from it. People can come and go. I think they'll easily be able to come and go without having to, go through the nurses, getting permission and stuff, because it's not in a, like the ICU area or something.
Right.
Like that.
And
So we'll see.
will you finish all the work today?
To this stage. I mean, there'll be more work. There'll be furnishing, there'll be electrical, all that, but there's no point in doing that now.
Okay.
But we're going to make the inside as nice as possible. And Ganesh has hung photos. So when people go by, they can look in the window and see Baba's photos, and they get an idea what the purpose of the room is going to be.
Yeah, you have to make a phone.
It should be easy to locate if people want to come and see. I can't encourage people to come because it is, really you're supposed to have a hard hat on and all that
it's
stuff.
not very safe.
But they're being very generous about letting people come.
Right.
Nobody questioned you coming, right?
Yeah.
Walking in. Yeah.
Let's see for opening day what we do.
Yeah.
I guess so many Baba lovers would like to come.
True. And I think Ganesh is going to bring some groups over sometimes, right? Certainly next Baba's birthday.
Or probably like 15 December, like that would be Mani's 100th birthday. But that's still a thought. So that may be because she also was born here.
Yeah.
But still, but that's still a thought.
Yeah.
Mani's birthday, 15 December. Maybe.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't put it like that.
Okay,
That's a thought.
Mani born here also.
She also was born in
She
Sasoon.
born here. But you don't know which room exactly, but she born just...
She was born in Sasoon. So, and this year it will be her 100th birthday.
Okay,
So
that
it's
family like that building. Mehraban, Shahriyar Irani, Manije Irani. Okay. Little the name changed in India, but Irani pronunciation is Manije, and Baba's name is Mehraban. But in India, little changed. Anyway,
Okay, so this is going to be the main
avatar.
entry eventually. People enter through this grand entry. You can see it.
let me show it a little bit here. Oh, what a huge building.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
the room itself is not far off. We'll walk up there. You can take a little.
It's the
stroll
first
up there.
floor, right?
Yeah, but you can show it. as we
Yeah,
go.
we go there. We'll go. Okay. While we are walking there to show the building, to reach to the room, and what else comes to your mind, Ted? You are full of information and full of love, Baba love. I know. I have so many things to say. Beautiful share. Thank you, Baba. Thank you.
shoes again. How to get in without getting your feet wet?
Okay. Oh. The building takes a long time, I guess, to finish it.
So we'll go up. This is probably the public view.
Hey, when you were talking to the man in hospital, it will always give suffering. This is
Let me take your camera. You might have difficulty with
The shooting back.
okay.
You want him to jump over here and video up there?
Yeah,
Or do you want to?
I'm coming.
Oh,
Okay, well. Oh my God.
you can see it's got one of the original windows in it.
Okay, here is from outside Baba's room. I mean, the room Baba was born here is from outside. Ted is showing to us. These clear workers are working on it. Oh my God, what a huge building. And in that big building, Baba's room is there. People will come in future. People are coming to see where Avatar born. Yeah, it's a good idea. I should from outside too. Oh my God.
It's a big deal.
Okay, before they demolished the building, that room was open for people or they were using? How was the room?
It didn't appear to be being used for anything more than a storeroom or maybe it had a little table in it.
No, the patients go
But it
there.
wasn't, no patients room. I
Okay.
doubt if it had been used as a patient room for 100 years.
Oh.
It was just a kind of a storeroom, I think. I mean, it wasn't or somebody's office, but it was pretty.
Okay, it's almost like
I've got a lot of photos
saying-
of it because I wanted to take a picture of all the details. You know, how high did the tiles go? You know, what the windowsill looked like, all that stuff. So I got a lot of pictures.
Then according to that pictures, those pictures you are putting them again back, the materials. Oh, I saw the tiles, new tiles. They are new tiles or original?
The wall tiles are new.
They are
We
new.
couldn't get them off without breaking them.
Yeah, of course.
But the flooring is original.
We'll show
Now,
it again.
some of that got broken. When we go up there, I'll show you. Most of it is intact. The pieces that were broken were put on as like a mosaic around the outside edge, so we didn't throw anything away.
And the windows frames.
They
Windows
were
frames.
all original. And shutters,
Oh,
most of the hardware. Stand the stones, which was a big deal. Getting
it's
these enormous
beautiful.
stones.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
We'll continue on up.
Yep, sure. Okay, we're walking up to first floor to
This is the first floor.
To the room. Our avatar room. Yeah, still from here. Ted is showing me from which angle. Yes. I'm coming. Yes, Ganesh.
Meher Baba. That's what.
Oh, who wrote it?
There.
They wrote. Oh.
No,
Oh, you didn't? I thought you
no, it's somebody there.
Oh,
They wrote
that's
down stuff, like
beautiful.
what is going to come there.
Okay, what is important?
No, I read that. And that too, like whatever the offices are.
Okay.
So it was, that was nice. Like I saw somebody written that just Meher Baba.
We moved to the room again, especially to show everything they are using is original. And the windows, there are stones about the windows, the flooring, all are originals, the door. Let me show it again from here. For example, this one could light here. It's all these stones are original stones. I guess Ted and Joshi, as he said, they took them
Doesn't have a flash or anything.
to Mehrabad. No, it doesn't. Actually, I don't know. What is here is it's not related to Baba's room here. No. This is separate, different.
Actually, they're all separate. This
Okay.
is the room. And it's close, roughly the same size as the original room.
That's amazing you use them again here.
Yeah.
You know, this is what really should be.
Yeah, they came down before it was demolished and marked each stone.
Yeah.
Put a little number on each one. And then when it was demolished, we went and picked them up.
That's what we are showing. It's exactly the same was here, everything. Only the glasses you changed?
Yeah,
glasses.
last changed but that's all.
Possibly when you use the glasses.
Here's a. Probably want to get this.
Actually, I did it, but yeah, it's okay. Anything else about it? Did you
just
put it
wanted-
there or it was there?
No, I put it there. As soon as he said okay, we ran over here and put it.
Oh, explanation of Baba's birthplace. Wow. Okay, let me show the flooring that inside there. They used it. It's exactly original. They brought back here everything. It's amazing. That's amazing. So it's all for that. Baba's room and this little avatar came here. Little baby avatar. Okay. This video also, everything is original. Mehrabad workers are working on the chat, describing them, supervising them. Yeah. Only these trials are new, I guess.
Well, they're new. They were very hard to find because they don't make them anymore. But I found a
Right.
place that still had a few in their go-down.
So the color was the same color? You're making what color was it?
No, the room had been painted over and over again. But I mean, it's 100 years, 100 more years passed by.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the original.
Little avatar, the time, small avatar wasn't sure in his hand. Okay. Anything do you remember to say about this room?
Well, it'll be when the actual building is almost finished, we'll come back and we'll furnish it. But we're not sure exactly because there was no electricity there. I don't know about what's going on.
Yeah.
Or it was pitch dark. We'll have a lot of photos. I mean, I don't even want to prophesy what will happen here. There's so many things that this room can become.
Right. Maybe if you agree you like to get those photos, you add to the film. If you agree to give us some photos you had before, and then we add to that film, and then we make it a film, you know, from the beginning. Wait, what's your plan for? Okay.
Hospital. That's what it was in 1894. This is the building that was demolished, and this was his room. And this is that window.
Oh, that is important. Which room? Let's show again.
This corner room.
Okay. Is that room that we are in now? Is that room that now we are in? Okay.
It's gone.
Here.
It's been this.
Good.
These stones, this window, all that stuff is now over here.
Okay. And you showed here something. You said something.
Well, that's just what the hospital looked like back then.
And here is okay. 2018. Okay.
Right.
Pune Center, you said?
This was the Pune Center. Ganesh brought the whole gang over here.
Oh.
Pratap gave a talk.
Okay, room is open.
And the top is the plaque that Baba had Adi put up in 1951. And that was attached to the building on the opposite side of the building. That'll be placed here, actually. When we're ready. That's a very precious artifact.
Very precious. Yeah. Here, nothing to see about it later, you know.
This is all
here.
recent, yeah.
Recently.
But you might want to look at, these are the files of Baba.
It's really, really important that but you clean them all, right?
Well, what happened, a lot of it got broken. So rather than discard the broken pieces, they're all laid in the mosaic. This is also a bigger room than what was original. Not much bigger, but the old flooring has not been enough to cover this whole floor.
Even the middle is the same? There are things in the middle, or just
Well, I mean, this is all tiles from the, really not from his room, it's this mortar between these pieces.
Yeah. It shows the old style. What do you think about the shrine can be open for public?
Well, it all depends on the hospital. And their funding is unpredictable. So we're just trying to keep up with them. It could be a year, it could be 5 years.
I guess, oh my God, it's too long. But I guess that building takes long time to be finished. But maybe little work goes on, it's more safe for people, then people can come. What do you think?
I don't know.
You don't know
yeah,
about it,
I don't know,
yeah.
and I don't know what their protocols will be also.
Right.
I mean, we have to remember this is a hospital, a government hospital. It's not a public, I mean, in a way it is a public, it's a government hospital, but they run it.
But it's still, some people are coming.
Yeah. And they're not,
And they let us
do this, so they certainly know people will come.
Okay. Will you lock it when you come back to Mehrabad? There should be lock. There should be lock when you come back to Mehrabad. I mean, you're not working, right?
I don't understand.
Door will be locked,
Oh, yes, the store will be locked.
and people
But the
cannot
con-
enter,
the
but
con-
they can go
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah, I'm hoping they can look through the window. If they're, I mean, the contractor will have a key, and Ganesh has a key.
Right.
I mean, he could probably bring two or two over here.
The plan is like to come in between and clean this room so that the dust doesn't fall on the photos and all that. So,
Right.
so because it will that's come in between and outside.
Okay, yeah. Good. Anything else, Ted? Remember to add it? Then that man gave you roses, yellow roses for Baba?
Yeah.
Means
Not for Baba, he gave it to us, we walked out.
give to us.
holding them. Each
Oh.
one of us had one.
Oh,
I'm carrying one, Marinat's carrying one, Pratap's
Oh.
carrying one,
Susie.
Susie Blue's carrying one.
I like it. She's just here. Oh, she's so sweet. All right. Okay, I can stop for now with whatever you remember. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Just for now, stop.